welcome to everybody. We wanted to do something a little bit different this weekend. We're gonna do a bolt run, which is basically a 1 mile run for the Tampa Bay Lightning. We get free tickets and we get to go see that next weekend, which we're really excited about. But then Maura is gonna take Dean to Disney and I'm gonna take Desmond to Busch Gardens because we just wanna have some quality time with our boys. We'll switch in a few weeks. I asked Desmond what he wanted to eat today and he said Five Guys burgers. So we're gonna go to Busch Gardens. After we run, we're gonna come home and have a big breakfast. Remember that I'm doing my high protein month. So you're gonna see how I arrive at these crazy macros. So I gotta hit 260 grams of protein and 250 grams of fat today.
And today's my refeed day, so yay for that.
How much do you get to eat today?
I think it's like around 1,800 calories and my protein goes up to 80, which is fun because it's super low, and my fat goes up to like 150 something, maybe 160. Good. So that's fun. So really I'm super excited about that because my calories are really low.
Des, what are you eating? Oh, you already finished. What did you eat? You had French toast, right?
Keto French toast.
Made with 90-second bread. I have some right here. I'm about to pour syrup all over it. So good, guys. So good. I don't care. Refeed.
Sugar-free syrup.
Caring today.
And let me just talk about, before someone tells me that I'm like starving myself or anything like that.
With 1,800 calories?
No, with my current calories.
Oh yeah, and what are your current calories?
Because I did post them to my Instagram story the other day, and actually I was a little worried posting it because I was worried that people were gonna say something, which actually nobody did say anything. I just had one friend reply, but she was just like asking a question.
Is butter a carb?
Yes. I've done a lot of damage to my metabolism, just starving myself my entire life. I can't even tell you, like now that I think back on it, I probably ate like 500 calories for like at least a year straight.
Wow. And
maybe, I don't know, maybe I probably like binged on random days, but for the most part, I just, that's the life I lived.
We
starvation diet.
We binged together when we were friends.
And so once you do that for so long, you really, my resting metabolic rate is like 13 something. It's super low. And so really, yeah, I do have to get that low to cut. And I upped my calories to 1,400 and I gained weight. So that's just life. And so we're trying to, little by little, I'm hoping, you know, I can fix that and work my way up to be able to maintain at a higher calorie range so I don't have to be starving all the time, which I'm not starving, thank goodness for keto, because I would never be able to go this low on calories, eating carbs. It's just so terrible. But I'm
gonna tell them what I plan to eat today. And then if you have any idea, you could tell them.
I don't really have any plans, so I don't have to.
I plan. She doesn't really plan. I wing it. So I'm having a big old keto coffee right now. Half a cup of cashew milk, 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of MCT oil, and a whole bunch of coffee. And so when I come back, I got 2 fried eggs and 4 ounces of lean ground beef. And then I made a batch of protein pancakes that I put some Lily's chocolate chips on top of. This is 5 tablespoons of heavy cream, 3 egg whites, a scoop and a half of peanut butter protein, and 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter. And some sugar-free syrup. And then for lunch, when we go to lunch/dinner, when we go to Five Guys, I'm gonna have 6 double cheeseburgers. And
the life.
Yeah, that'll bring me up to right about my macros, which today is gonna be about 257 grams of protein and 250 grams of fat. And my carbs are actually a little bit high today. Like my total carbs are 24 because of the lights, but usually my carbs are around 10.
What I put in my coffee is 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of MCT oil, and then I do put collagen when I remember, even though it's in front of my face. I use the Great Lakes brand. We'll link everything below.
We have to share this. Like, being keto has helped me so much with this, because the thought of not eating at all while being at a park for like 5 or 6 hours used to scare the crap out of me. I wouldn't have been able to do it. So we always
You would like stuff like 4 sandwiches in your mouth before?
I would pack myself 3 sandwiches, and she would stuff these sandwiches with like 3 or 4 ounces of turkey in each sandwich. It was good sandwiches, and you would get the gluten-free bread, remember? My whole plan would be, okay, we're leaving the house at 7:30 or 8 in the morning. I'm gonna eat my first sandwich at like 9:30 or 10, my second one like at 1, and my third one like at 3.
All 3 sandwiches would be eaten before entering the park.
Yeah,
Basically.
and so the problem with that, because of like just how my hunger signals were just constantly on, and they were artificially, I wasn't really hungry.
No, you're not hungry.
Yeah, and so then like at 12:30, 1 p.m. there's like a panic, like what are we gonna do? I need food. And
we would just pig out.
Yeah, we just pig out.
We would just pig out.
And
it's so much harder, guys, seriously.
Don't make your life so hard. Just go keto. And this is today, there's not even gonna be one thought of hunger in my mind while I'm at Busch Gardens. So I'm gonna be able to enjoy the rides with my son, who's gonna be on point. He's just gonna be, his energy's gonna be super high. I gotta stay, you know, I gotta keep up with him, and I'll be able to do that because I'll have a nice big breakfast. I won't have that blood sugar drop that'll give me like some cravings. And then when we leave the park, we just have a bunch of meat. When we're hungry, we eat. Our kids are really good at that.
There's no like midday crash.
There's no snacking either. We don't really need the snacks.
We don't really snack. I might take Dean like, one of the things I will do for our kids is like Quest bars, because they're made with erythritol, and you know, it makes them feel like they're having a treat. So,
and they got that resistant fiber.
Yeah, so once and I'll take that and like play it by ear, so I won't even really offer it unless Dean sees, which he probably will, because kill me. Every kid on earth will be eating Mickey ice cream bars and like cotton candy and lollipops.
Oh crap.
Which is fine. Honestly, my kids used to do it too, but we can't live that life anymore.
Desmond is really good about this. He doesn't really care much anymore, because for him there's internal motivation that he wants to do keto. Dean, of course, it's a little bit harder, and so
he's 3. He doesn't really understand. So
we're a little bit more lax with Dean, honestly, because, well, we're lax with both of them because we allow them to do what they want.
Yeah. I mean, I let him have a French fry the other day and then a cookie, but then he broke out into a rash. So
yeah, Dean had last weekend we were at my parents' house, and Dean had about 3 cookies over the course of 3 days, a few crackers and some pita chips, and broke out in a nasty rash. Just was inflamed. It was not a good look.
We take him to the allergist and nobody believes me, which is fine because I don't believe them either. So the feeling is mutual, but that's okay. I had Allie Miller. She's a dietitian, and she's great. She's really great, and she works with these kinds of things and food sensitivities, because just because a reaction is not anaphylactic shock doesn't mean that you're not having a low level delayed inflammatory reaction to a food. And so it's kind of crap that that's all they test for when you take kids to the allergist, and they're like, oh well,
they didn't die.
He's already had wheat, hasn't he? I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? So but now he hasn't had it, and that's the only thing that was different. You know what I mean? No other kids around him have a rash. So it's, you know, and I've spent countless hours like studying rashes, and it doesn't look like anything except for like allergic eczema, which he already suffers from eczema, which we all know is food related. And if you don't know, autoimmune issues are always related to gut health.
Psoriatic arthritis,
all of these things.
All of these autoimmune issues, yeah.
Yeah, and so his rash is going away, so that's good. He was quite itchy, so I mean, it was not fun, you know. It's like, it's not worth it. It really isn't worth it. So, but anyways, I had Allie Miller, RD, respond to my story, because I had posted it in my story, and thankfully at least she gave me some reassurance that these kinds of reactions are common, especially when you eliminate foods from your diet and then you reintroduce them. And no, I don't want to get my child used to having something that's toxic to his body by letting him have it. So even though he didn't have these reactions before, I prefer this type of reaction than him to always be at a low level inflammation.
Yeah.
That gives him eczema and GI issues and just who knows what can happen down the line. So
I can tell you personally the same thing. I used to eat crappy food, nothing would happen, you know, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're not in anaphylactic shock.
Yeah, but I had really, really dry skin, and I have kind of a genetic thing where this part of my arms gets genetic. Yeah, it gets all dry, and that's gone, and my skin is actually better than it's ever been. And so we know that there are so many things that can be prevented with diet, and so we're just trying to share that because a lot of people don't take it seriously, you know, and it really is so vital. We hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share Fat Fueled Family. We'll have links for all the stuff that we mentioned. We'll have recipes up, and until next time, thanks a lot. Oh, I'm out.
Mine is like cold already and it's really annoying.
All right, what did we just do?
Went to Busch Gardens.
Just me and you?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Do you have a good time? What did we do? What rides did we ride?
We ride Scorpion and Cheetah.
That's right. Which one was your favorite?
Cheetah.
Yeah, me too, by far. What are we about to get down on now?
Five Guys Burgers for a burger without the bun.
Which one? What are you gonna get?
A double cheeseburger with bacon.
I'm gonna do three double cheeseburgers, no bun. All right.